We grew up in a community that was, I call it gang infested.
Those were the cool kids. They were. The gangsters were the ones that got the girls. The gangsters were the ones that drove the cool cars. The gangsters were the guys that were respected, that nobody messed with them. In order not to get picked on as a fat kid and stuff like that, I took up hanging out with the gangsters.
You know, they have all these friends and the pretty girls and the makeup, and kind of like looking at a Hollywood star, right?
I thought it was normal for me to want to die for my neighborhood or want to fight for my neighborhood. This Asian gang surrounds me. They take out butterfly knives and they tell me, "Hey, where you from?" And I didn't have a gang to claim, so I said, "Nowhere."
You're going to be asked, where are you from? And they don't mean where were you born, how are you doing? They mean like, if you're not in my gang, something's going to happen.
And they were planning on stabbing me, like they wanted to make an example out of me. And fortunately, the school police rode up on a bike, my saviors.
I remember being at a bus stop, and one day that I wasn't there was a drive-by shooting there. Don't know the reasons, but again, that was a common thing.
My friends were going to jail. Some of them were getting killed. And this is 12 years old, like a 12-year-old boy, right? We were like kids in the war place, right? Like Afghanistan. And our neighborhood got so bad that the cops were scared to get on our block. There was a lot of murders. So people see movies like Colors. They depict a lot of what happened there.
You literally couldn't go walking down the street without being afraid to get mugged. I mean, for me, watching those movies where, the women would be walking down the block with their strollers and their children, to us, that was a fantasy. That was this doesn't really happen. Yeah, we just felt like Texas was our promised land personally. And I remember the first that we were looking for homes, and there was literally a lady walking down the street in a stroller. And I was like, oh my goodness, like people actually do this. It makes my husband and I very happy to know that we were able to raise our children in a place that when they would see movies about gang violence, they didn't really believe that it could be that bad.